previewing his brand new music video. Demi Lovato shares the title of her brand new album. And yeah, Tiffany Haddish, we heard what you had to say about Nicki Minaj. It's all going down right here in the green chair. Stay tuned and stick around.
Manifest, now I'm blessed. Life is sour, then it's sweet, like the lemon with the zest.
Hello, and once more, hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Courtney Revolution, your homosexual, here for the Geeky with Mimi, home of the Green Chair Chats, and as always, home of speculation, not confirmation. Shout out to everyone that is here. Shout out to everyone that has their notifications on. And as always, well, maybe I don't say this always, shout out to everyone that doesn't need a notification and just types in Courtney Revolution as it gets closer to 9 a.m. Hi, everybody. Put some green hearts in the chat if you are ready to get into all the hot goss. Put some crystal balls in the chat as well if you feel as though you can also see the future just a little bit, like myself, because, you know, we love to do some educated speculations. And tell me where you are watching and or listening to me. Where you got me? You got me in the pocket today? You got me in the earbud today? Maybe you have me on the TV above the fireplace. Maybe you have me in your hand as your dog or cat or pet is nestled up against you. Either way, I'm nosy. So tell me where you guys are watching from. Tell me how you guys are doing today. I got Tegan. We got Yelly. We got, is that Ariana? Shout out to Ariana. Patricia is saying, hello, everyone. I came for my daily dose of Courtney. Had to type in to find you today. Do not worry, Patricia. I know that no one got the notification because the title of the video has nothing to do with Selena, Justin, or Ariana, or any of the normal people that I know my audience normally responds to. So today I believe it's Demi Lovato, and y'all love lots of other people that are not Demi Lovato. So there's a chance that you may not have gotten your notification. Shout out to Mika. Hi, Courtney. Mika in the house. Nebraska. Love you. And you already know Nebrika. Shout out to you, Mika, all the way out there in Nebraska. Everybody show Mika some love today. She's in the house. Yes. And then we've got Cass. Cass is saying, hi from Chicago. If I could have an animation that would like throw green hearts at y'all, I would be like, phew, 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 phew. I'm feeling really silly today, you guys. I was rushing around today. As you saw, I was like 2 minutes late. I was like, I have to get this video of Drake. I have to make sure I upload it. But we got it. I got it right here for you on today. Shout out to you, Katie Gomez. Good morning, Rebels. I'm finally ready to share my exciting news. My dreams have come true. I'm pregnant. Katie's pregnant. Katie's pregnant. Oh my God, I have to text Madison right after this. Oh my God, congratulations, congratulations, and once more, congratulations to Katie Gomez. This is positive news. This is iconic. This is legendary. This is beautiful and gorgeous. You're so gorgeous. News. Congratulations to you, Katie. You have stuck with me through everything, girl. And I hope that this is a positive experience for you. I am sending all of the blessings, all of the well wishes, and all of the comfort, because you know pregnancies can go this way or that way, but I'm hoping that your pregnancy is the most positive and perfect pregnancy. Everyone, please, if you're watching, say congrats to Katie Gomez and subscribe to her YouTube channel in case you're still uploading, girl. That's amazing news. I really, really, really am excited for you. Oh my God, Katie is pregnant. Oh, Katie Gomez! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Taking a second, Cass and Katie, we need the baby shower online. I cannot believe it. Baby Rebel in the house. Wow, yeah. That got me hyped, Katie. I'm sorry. That was like a little bit of coffee. Can we take a sip break real quick, y'all? I just, got my heartbeat like going wild. Hang on. Oh my God. I was not expecting that. Katie, I thought you got like a new job or you was moving somewhere, because I felt like Katie had been telling us that she had some news. And I was thinking to myself, like off the shot, I was like, what the hell Katie got going on? She must got like a new camera or something. Like, you know what I mean, Katie? I wasn't thinking you was pregnant. But this is great news, exciting news. But speaking of exciting news, we do have some exciting things that we are going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Demi Lovato, because yes, I was there in the Clubhouse room when she was talking about her brand new album. So we are going to talk about that. Justin did preview his next music video, the single, I'm assuming that will be coming out with Justice, which I believe, don't they come out at the end of this week, Justice? Believers, if you're here, let me know. And we also have Real Housewives news. We've got Nicki Minaj news. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. A little bit of romance, a little bit of couples stuff. It's a good show. Do not worry. And Katie is saying, my new job is a mommy. That's Katie, I won't do too much. I won't do too much and be extra. But just know, well, I've already been extra, but just know that we're here for you and we're very, very, very excited for you. Oh my God, Universe Unicorn, you ain't even late. But to catch you up to speed, Katie Gomez is pregnant. Say congrats. You ain't even late. You ain't even late, y'all. But I do want to ask you guys, what's new? What's been going on? Following in the lead of Katie, I want to ask you guys, what is the most positive thing that has happened to you recently? I'll go first. I'll say the most positive thing that has happened to me recently is that I have become stronger in my patience. I know it's hard to be patient, especially when you're a Taurus like me. But I very much have learned the art of waiting. What's there for you, you've heard me say this before, what's there for you, no one else can take away, right? It's meant for you. You go out there and you take it. And I personally have learned to chill out and to relax and to let the things come to me because everything is already set in stone, right? So why even stress yourself out? Why worry? If it's meant to be, it will be. Wesley is saying he's stronger than yesterday. Now there's nothing but my way. Brittany is saying, shout out to Nicki Minaj, and I can't wait for her return to music because she needs to put some peeps in their place. Brittany, don't you worry. We're going to get to that on today. Do not worry. And I agree. I do miss Nicki Minaj. I know that she has a lot going on, but she's another person that I know is worth the wait. Whatever she's working on, if she's even working, I know that when we do receive, it's going to be a celebration. Clap for the heavyweight champ. Claudia is saying, I exercise regularly now. It's hard, you guys, to get in shape. It's always harder to get in shape than it is to stay in shape. So as long as you've got your start, go off. Yelly is saying, positive thing, I'm gonna start a garden this year. Oh, you better come on, Yelly. If I had a green thumb, I think I would, don't strawberries grow on like a bushel? I feel stupid, y'all. I used to work in a cafe with fruits, but I would have like a strawberry plant. Tegan is saying, I have been consistent in my affirmations throughout the day. Affirmations are very important, you guys. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, you know what? I really am that bitch. And Tegan, if you're saying that to yourself, I applaud you because words have power. Olivia is saying, my positive thing for me recently is I had COVID and I am recovering and feeling better every day. And I'm just thankful for that. Olivia, I'm so glad that you are recovering from COVID. Sidebar, y'all didn't know, I had COVID. Nobody knew. I had COVID early in the year. And it was not fun and it was not awful. And I still had to come to work because there was nothing that they were going to be able to do for me except ask me, are you still going to come to work tomorrow? So COVID is not fun. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. I am fine. Obviously, y'all, I'm fine. Don't worry. But it is a real thing and it's not cute and you can't taste. And obviously, there is a scale, a spectrum of how bad it could be and how light it could be. Thankfully, fortunately for myself, I had a very mild case of it, but I still felt awful. So please be careful. Please continue to wear your masks. And please stay positive. I'm over here still thinking about that goddamn garden. I'm about to start my garden too, girl. Patricia is saying, positivity is as simple as a walk in the sunshine. Absolutely. You need that vitamin D from the sun. My boyfriend's a nurse and he told me, like, bitch, when your ass is in the house in the dark, you get sadder because you're missing that vitamin D. So make sure your ass go out for a walk 10 minutes. And I'm going to read one more. Let's see. What's the last one I'm going to read? Okay, Corinna. Corinna is saying, I have learned self-love during this year and to be more sympathetic to people. Shout out to you, Corinna. It is not easy always to be sympathetic to people because if you're someone like myself, I'm always thinking about what could have been done, which isn't a good thing, you guys. So I also have learned to be more sympathetic to people. Shout out to you, Corinna. But now that we've taken it low, now that we've taken it high, actually, with some positivity, let's take it low with the mess, right? I felt like, you know what? Since Katie said something positive today, let's start the day off with some positivity. That was some good ass news. So we're gonna keep the train going, but now we're gonna go into the dungeon because we've got some Real Housewives news, and y'all, it's not looking good for real life, but it's looking good for the TV. Erika Jayne and her divorce, her very emotional divorce, will be covered extensively and heavily on this upcoming season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If you guys watch consistently every day, you guys know that I just recently gave a report about Garcelle Bouvet, who's part of the cast, and she said that she's gonna need a therapist. The season is so intense. And although we didn't get a lot of information, she did sort of give a blurb saying that Erika Jayne was going to bring it. So let's get into what some of that may look like, shall we? Now, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills will be back later this year, and the ladies are definitely bringing the drama. Now, a source recently spoke to Hollywood Life and revealed that Erika Jayne's divorce from Tom Girardi, who we can see in this photograph, will be covered heavily on the upcoming season. And also something that was revealed was the fact that Erika and Sutton will be butting heads a lot. Now, this source is saying that this season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills will heavily revolve around Erika. Her divorce will be heavily covered, and it'll be the main drama of the entire season. She's not holding anything back. Whatever she can legally say, she's saying it. You'll see Erika crying and getting very emotional. Definitely everyone but Sutton has been supporting her, but Sutton has been causing drama for everyone. So it's not surprising she's doing the same to Erika. It's going to be all season that this goes on. And the season is basically all about Erika, the source is reiterating. Now, it wasn't exactly revealed what kind of drama Sutton is going to be causing for the ladies, but I can say, you guys, that for me personally, Sutton was probably one of my favorites in terms of new cast members that were brought on, Garcelle and Sutton. And I feel like she deserves a diamond. She deserves a main housewife placement, because right now she's sort of like a friend of the show. I think that she brings that Southern twang. I love the fact that she's painfully wealthy. I think that she has fun quips. And I feel like to be a housewife, you have to be able to handle yourself in a myriad of situations. And I think that Sutton has kind of shown and proven herself. But it sounds as though this season she's really going to bring it. What do you think, you guys? If you've seen Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and you know about Miss Sutton, let me know what you think of her. And are you excited to see Erika Jayne and this divorce fallout be the main focus of the storyline this season? Let's get her back up there. Because here's the thing. Erika Jayne, I think, is a fun character on the show. I think that she has brought things to the show that were fun, fresh, new, and exciting. But I do find it very interesting, you guys. Find it very interesting that Erika and her husband divorced, and now he's being sued multiple times. He's in all of these court battles. And now, y'all, he's sick. He's in a conservatorship. And now he has Alzheimer's. Why did they get divorced so recently? Speculation, not confirmation. Do y'all think that it could be so that Erika and her finances were not tied up in everything going on with Tom and his finances? Because once you're married, what's yours is no longer yours, it's ours now. I don't know, y'all. Something ain't right, but I hope that on this season we get to see it. Destiny is saying, I like Miss Southern Belle. Me too. Super Cool Jess is saying, Sutton had her moments, but I wasn't a fan of hers. Well, Super Cool Jess, you better giddy on up and get ready, because they're going to be shoving her down our throats. Patricia is saying, is Sutton still a friend of the show? To my knowledge, Patricia, she is still a friend of the show. I believe that how Housewives works is like they film, and then those decisions are sort of made once the filming is done. Like everyone sort of goes into it like thinking they could be a housewife, and then after it's all done, the contracts go out, and then they figure it out. Or so I've heard. Allegedly, speculation, not confirmation. Who knows? We'll just have to see. I've heard Atlanta does it the opposite way where they hand out the paperwork and then they start filming. I don't know. We'll have to see. But as far as I'm concerned, Sutton is still a friend of the show. And I like her. I think that a lot of the women are all from the same kind of circle. And I think that Sutton brings something new to the cast. Holly is saying, well, if he has a conservatorship, she ain't getting none of his money anymore. And he's an old dude. No offense. Yeah, he is old, Holly. And you're right. The brother, Tom Girardi's brother, is the one handling all the finances. So maybe if the brother, if she's good with the family, maybe there's something in the paperwork that would allow her some of his money. I don't know the stuff about legalities. I'm not Kim Kardashian. But you're right, Holly. She might not get none of that good coin. And Josephina is saying, love her. Brittany is saying, Sutton doesn't sound familiar. Is that for the season that's not yet on Hulu, but not the season that's currently being aired? Brittany, I feel your struggle. Let's talk about it. For those of y'all that don't watch Real Housewives, they need to put Real Housewives up on the streaming services like right after they're done. Like right after the season is finished, they should put it up, because then you have people that kind of get lost and it takes a long time for them to catch up. Brittany, Sutton is a character that was brought on last season as a friend of the show. And for those of y'all that don't know, Sutton, I believe, was supposed to be like a full-time housewife, but something happened with her ex-husband, or maybe her still husband, something with the kids or something like that. A lot of times we'll have friends of the show where they are brought on with the intent to become housewives, and then maybe their husband doesn't want the kids in, or maybe the husband doesn't want this part of their lives shown on the show. And if you're not going to show it all, then you're friend material. But Brittany, get into Beverly Hills. If you can make it all the way up to present day to get into Miss Sutton, you'll be in good shape. I like her. I think that in the beginning, she is kind of like, but by the end, I really think that y'all feel her, and I want to see more from her. But let's move on to something different. I want to talk about the Grammys just a little bit, the last time we'll mention it, because I want to ask you guys' opinion. I was thinking about this when I was reading the article. So Megan was asked recently something very, I thought it was messy, to just be frank. I thought it was very messy. Now, we're all very excited that Megan Thee Stallion won her 3 Grammys the other night because she's so talented, she's so fun, but she was asked if the awards are rigged. And this was her response. She said, hell no, the Grammys ain't rigged. Bitch, you lose some and you win some. Then she was asked, what does she think about The Weeknd sort of boycotting the Grammys? And all she said was exactly what she should have said, was, we love The Weeknd, we stan. Now listen, y'all. I'm not a singer. I'm not a songstress. I'm not a raptress, a rapper, what have you. Y'all get what y'all get on the intro, and that's about it. But what would y'all have done if y'all were Megan Thee Stallion in that vehicle as that question was being asked? What was she supposed to say? This Academy has just given you 3 awards. And was she supposed to get in the car and be like, yep, the awards are rigged. Have a good night, and roll the window up? Like, I don't understand. Like, if y'all were Megan, would y'all be like, yep, the Grammys are real shiesty, poo? Like, you know, would y'all say that? Please let me know in the chat. I just thought that Megan handled it so classily. That's the thing about her, is she's friendly, she's fun, she's uplifting, she's for women, she's here for her peers just in general. And even when the media tries to get her caught up in some mess, she be bobbing and weaving, bitch. She be bobbing and weaving. Patricia is saying she looked genuinely surprised and taken by surprise both times she won. And did she not look stunning? Oh my God, Patricia, she looked so good. When I was younger, you guys, orange used to be like my favorite color. And to see Megan go up there and shine all of her beautiful orange was a sight to see. Queen Bee the Diva is saying Mega's full of it. Queen Bee the Diva and everyone else that is feeling, and this is not a read or a dig or a drag or anything, what would y'all have wanted Megan to say after winning 3 awards that night, knowing that they barely award Black people to begin with, but especially women rappers? What did y'all want her to say? I'm so curious. What did y'all, like, should she have been like, yeah, they rigged, but so what? Bye. Like, what? How? Like, what is an appropriate response for her to say? Holly is saying she did good. Queen Bee the Diva is saying say nothing. Queen Bee the Diva, I'm going to tell you one thing. The number one rule in PR and media is no comment, and saying nothing is the biggest comment of them all. So, that ain't the right answer, Queen Bee the Diva, because Megan would have wound up in some mess. I'm going to tell you right now. Think about, when I tell you I mentioned this shit so fast yesterday and it blew up into a whole thing after the show. I had mentioned, I'm not even going to click that comment, but shout out to Amanda. Shout out to Amanda. Happy Tuesday to Amanda. And Amanda is reminding all of the rebels of the revolution, if you're joining us today, whether live or after, if you've popped this into the microwave and nuked it, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the Revolution Detective Agency. Join the rebels. We love pop culture and we love to kiki. Here, we definitely love to kiki. Wait, hold on, Wesley. Wesley said, and to be honest, she should have won a 4th Grammy. Record of the year. Who won Record of the Year? Hold on. I feel like I know the person who won Record of the Year, but it's not on the top of my head. I don't remember. Oh, Billie Eilish! Billie Eilish won that. Wesley, you know damn well they wasn't going to give that to no Megan Thee Stallion. Not to say she didn't deserve it, but you know they wasn't going to let Miss Billie walk up out of there without that Record of the Year. Olivia is saying, yes, Courtney, I'm a PR major and never say no comment. It's instantly sus. Yes, and where I got that from, you guys, was, I know I talk about my podcast at the end of the show, but I have a podcast with my best friend, Felicia. Shout out to her. And she has always taught me that. She's always said, like, Courtney, now you never want to say no comment, because no comment is a comment. And I'm like, you know what, girl? You right. I used to think that. I think it was Queen Bee the Diva. I used to think that too, about I could just say no comment, or girl, I plead the fifth. Girl, I promise. All it takes is the tone, your body language, all it takes. And the next thing you know, she's in some mess. Okay, so anyway, I'm back on track. I mentioned this so briefly on the show yesterday about Doja Cat tweeting Nicki, Queen of Rap. And it blew up into a whole, something so small is the point I'm trying to make. Something so small, Nicki, Queen of Rap. And I think maybe I even said yesterday, well, maybe she was saying, she tweeted that because Nicki also doesn't have any Grammys and she's still Queen of Rap. And obviously she's an icon and she doesn't have any Grammys and she was snubbed, what have you. And according to Doja, it wasn't even that. So sometimes, the point I'm trying to make, sometimes it is better to clarify or to make a statement, even if you feel like Queen Bee and you're like, oh, well, Megan was full of BS, girl. She could be full of BS, but she's out of some drama today, I'll tell you that. Who wants to wake up a couple days after you won some Grammys and you're in drama with the Grammys? You might as well hang it up for next year, right? If that's still your goal, you know? Brittany is saying, who dedicated her speech to Meg as well and said she shouldn't have won that. She should have won that award. It was Brittany. Billie Eilish won that award, I believe. And then she got her ass up there and said, this belongs to you, Megan. And Megan was sitting there with the mask on like this, like, blink, 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 blink. Like, girl, take that award and take your ass home. But yeah, you guys, I love talking about the music stuff and the Grammy stuff. But the Grammys are over. And now it's the long road to the VMAs for me. Something that's on that road, though, that may cause a flat tire. Tiffany Haddish, shade Nicki Minaj. Now, I want to preface this by saying I personally have not had a negative experience with Tiffany Haddish. Not a long time ago, maybe about a year and a half ago, I was in a music video for Todrick Hall's Dripisha video. If you guys watch that music video, you will literally see me like in a booth in the diner. And Tiffany Haddish, you guys, to keep it real, was very nice, very polite, very sweet. She came over, she sat, she talked to us, very much gave me aunt in my family, just like fun, upbeat, positive, I'll even go ahead and say. But a comment that she made recently did not sit well in my gut. So I'm going to tell you about it right now. Now, Tiffany Haddish dissed Nicki Minaj unprovoked in a Clubhouse room that was recorded. Now, she was taking part in a recent recorded chat when a fan attempted to compliment her by comparing her to the Nicki Minaj of the comedy industry, or whatever it was said. It was basically saying like, girl, you're the Nicki of comedy, whatever. Another voice in the discussion wanted to make it clear that Tiffany's better than Nicki because she, and I'm using quotes, shows up on time. And then Tiffany jumped on the bandwagon, throwing shade and saying, and unlike Nicki, I treat everybody with respect and dignity. Now, originally, I was like, why would Tiffany, like, of all people, like, why would Tiffany Haddish shade Nicki? That's so weird. Like, two random names, like, you don't see, like, together in a headline. And then I had to think about it, y'all. Remember, I want to say it was the VMAs, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I feel like it was the VMAs, where Tiffany Haddish had said something about Fifth Harmony. And then a couple awards or performances later, Nicki got up on the stage and then she had said something like, and don't talk about Fifth Harmony because Normani is that bad. Y'all remember that? Remember she said something like that? Now, I hope and I pray that that little nothing of a moment did not cause Tiffany Haddish to sit up in somebody's interview knowing damn well her ass is being recorded and say something like that. I just want to go and say that if I were Tiffany, I think I would have just taken the compliment, because no matter how you feel about Nicki Minaj, she is the most decorated woman rapper. And she is an icon and she is a legend. And I couldn't understand why she felt the need to put Nicki Minaj down to raise herself up. Like, you know, even if you don't like Nicki Minaj, like, why did she have to, like, do this in order to raise herself up? I don't know. What did you guys think about the comment? I didn't like it. Universe Unicorn is saying, Tiffany better sit down. She's trying to come for Nicki. And Queen Bee the Diva is saying it was the VMAs. Yeah, I thought so. Queen Bee the Diva is also saying Nicki minding her business, being a mother, and yet people can't keep her name out of their mouth. Yeah, I don't get it. Nicki has, like, been offline, I think, 2 months now, a month or two. And it seems like every single day I go on Twitter, y'all are talking about her. Don't y'all got shit else to do besides talk about Nicki Minaj, a woman that has worked her ass off longer than a decade, just had a baby, lost her father, probably just trying to get back to some sense of normalcy in her life. And I hope not, but I imagine somebody being like, girl, texting her like, girl, you know what Tiffany done said, girl? Like, you know what I mean? Just something that can unnecessarily put a negative spot in your day. What is the point? Wesley is saying, all this because of Fifth Harmony shade? Wesley, right? Okay. Emily is saying, I'm weak. This just sounds like some extra salty fries. Like, Emily, something that happened like years ago. That was like 3 years ago almost. Like, and there's nothing wrong with Tiffany Haddish. Like I said, I've met her before and she was very nice, because if she wasn't, y'all would come right up here like every dog has its day. But she was very nice. I can't sit up here and lie and be like she was rude or she was mean or she was standoffish. She was very nice. I just don't understand why, as a Black woman even, you felt the need to put one down to raise yourself up. That ain't That ain't it. Shout out to Kayla. Kayla is saying, hi, Courtney. Just dropping in to say hi from the UK. Shout out to the UK. Enjoy your cuppa. Love your green chair chats, but I'm an after sipper, so currently watching yesterday's, but I look forward to this one. Have a fab day. Well, Kayla, shout out to you, and I'm glad that you catch up. Shout out to the catcher-uppers. There are some of y'all that will watch like 4 episodes back to back, and then when I go in the comments, I see that y'all have commented on each video, and I love that for you and for me. Thank you for just participating. Brittany is saying, Nicki will always be queen for me. She won't do no wrong in my eyes. I feel like Tiff should have just taken the compliment for sure. Yeah, this is one of those things where it's just like, have you ever heard the expression when you're going out, before you go out, you look in the mirror and you take one thing off and then you're not as extra? She could have just said the Nicki Minaj of rap, that's great, and then left it at that instead of continuing on with the, oh yeah, and also, I know how to. And hold on, Queen Bee, now you speaking the Bible verse today, hold on. Queen Bee said, oh, they be all about female empowerment until it's for Nicki Minaj. Now, ain't that the T? That's the Lipton, yeah, that's the big T. Evil eyes can't hide what they did to her. And I agree. So, We'll have to see. I don't think that Nicki Minaj will respond, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say, don't be surprised, angered, or upset should Nicki respond musically. Put it in a verse. Remember Lisa Ray? Dollar dollar bill, come get her. Now, speaking of Nicki Minaj, but actually not, let's talk about someone that she, I assume, has reconciled with recently. Let's talk about Drake. And I put this story in here, y'all, just because I didn't initially believe it, and I thought it was like a fake headline until I read it, and then I was like, oh, this makes sense. Drake is giving Bow Wow of all people his flowers. Drake, Drizzy, Aubrey, Jimmy Brooks for the cultured. First of all, let's just say this. Drake is breaking history, right? Because What's Next debuted at the top spot on Billboard, but also simultaneously Wants and Needs featuring Lil Baby and Lemon Pepper Freestyle also debuted at 2 and 3. Now, Drake linked up with Bow Wow to celebrate being the first artist to simultaneously have 3 songs in the top 3 spots of the Billboard Hot 100. And he explained that everyone wanted to get together for drinks, but he had to call Bow Wow to link in person. And you guys, I've actually got the video here for you to watch of Drizzy and Bow Wow and their interaction. And I think that this might be me if I ever won any award ever, and I were close friends with Nicki and Taylor. This would be me. Hang on.
No, I didn't know how else to bring in. I didn't know how else to bring in 1, 2, 3. I had to link with Wizzo. Man, you know what we do. Come on, man. We do it. I want to call into your local station and as you, what? That's where we're going with this. I want to thank you, man. I just want to thank y'all. 1, 2, 3.
Brody, man, congratulations to my nigga, man. Go. You know what I'm saying?
Cut with Wizzo, man. Yes.
Situation, Wayne.
Why did Drake start singing? Because that's literally me. I would literally, I imagine myself being like, oh my God, I won this award. Yes, Nicki, we got that boom, bass, girl. I wouldn't be here without you, girl. Like y'all could see the Instagram story. I know y'all could. But yes, Bow Wow, the Bow Wow. And I'm sure that y'all are like, first of all, I have a Bow Wow story. How weird, right? I know I got some good stories. Very quick and very briefly, because this show will be 2 hours if I don't stop playing around. So one of the few times I've gone to 106 in Park, and if you guys remember what 106 in Park was, I call it the iconic and legendary music video countdown show that was on BET back in the day. I went to 106 in Park because I wanted to see Nicki Minaj. And I want to say, I don't think it was the day that she premiered Freedom, but it might have been. And I had on a red plaid hat and a bright pink hoodie because they told us to wear pink. I had a VIP badge because I went with my friends Alana and Amari. Shout out to Alana if she's watching, and shout out to Amari. We went to see MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. And when we went to go see Machine Gun Kelly, the guy was giving out like VIP passes for a different show. So I went to see Nicki. Bow Wow, y'all, was so nice. Like, so nice. Came, shook our hands, kikied with us, talked to us, and then y'all, hang on, Black people, y'all really gonna appreciate this one. Then, out loud, I said to the person next to me, I said, oh, my hands are dry, girl. And Bow Wow heard my black ass and came over with his own personal, out the pocket hand lotion and let me use his hand lotion so that when Nicki came out, I wouldn't be ashy. Now, I know we drag Bow Wow from time to time, and he may not always be right. But on that one day at 106 in Park, Bow Wow, you did that. You did that. Shout out to Bow Wow for making sure we're not ashy. I can't. Who is your person, because y'all know I got a question. Who is your person that if you won an award, you would want to be there by your side? No matter how great, whether they're alive or no longer here, who would you want to be by your side? For me, as you guys know, it would be Taylor or Nicki. I feel like either would be like a good turn up. Like Taylor, I feel like would be going off, popping in the corner. Nicki would be bigging me up in my Instagram story. Who is y'all's celebrity? That's what I want to know. Patricia is saying, no way! I love your close encounters with celebs. y'all, Patricia, we're talking like, I would like not skip school, but like I would like wouldn't go to class for college because I would make sure I was ahead, so that I would be able to like miss class, call out of work, and then go to New York to make sure that I could go to like 106 in Park or like go to Wendy or go follow Nicki Minaj at Good Morning America. Like, girl, it ain't nothing. Brittany is saying Nicki or JoJo, hands down. Get out, leave right now. It's the end of you and me. Emily is saying Snow the Product. Emily, I know you love you some Snow the Product. You ever met Snow the Product before, Emily? Because I know you stand you some Snow the Product. Kershell is saying Riri. I need Riri. M. Christina is saying Freddie Mercury and Taylor. I need to see that Freddie Mercury movie. My friend Jordan has been telling me that I need to get my life together and see it. We got another JoJo, Harry Styles, Taylor, or Queen B. Oh, Queen B, the diva, is saying Trevante Rhodes, fine ass. Now, Queen, you better stop now. Universe Unicorn is saying, I think my family or Ari, if we were like besties or something. Ari's another good one. That's another really, really, really good one. Ariana. Shout out to Drake. For me personally, I like this story just because, like I said, I know we make fun of Bow Wow, the Bow Wow challenge, the planes, the making the EP with all of the women that he's like been with and making the song titles their names. Don't agree with everything that he does, but I like the fact that Bow Wow is able to receive his flowers before, God forbid, something happens to him or he gets sick or he's no longer with us. Because for millennials, y'all, like we grew up with Bow Wow. I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you done show me in a special way. I feel and you homie, we gonna always be together, baby. That's what you told me, and I believe it, cause I ain't never had nobody do me like you. Shout out to Ciara. Someone recently said to me, and then I'm gonna move on, y'all. Someone recently said to me that Ciara could do the Super Bowl halftime show. I think it was one of y'all in the comments. And yeah, let's get Ciara up there. If there's ever a year where they don't know what to do, call Cece. Cece gonna come out with the rock hard abs. Is she gonna twerk? She gonna give y'all drill sergeant twerks because they strong twerks, y'all. That's a good idea, Ciara. Now, I know y'all have heard this story, but do y'all know an on again, off again couple that's like always on and off again? And if you do, did you decide to just let them do their own thing and just keep breaking up or making up because you can't continue to keep giving them advice? That's kind of the zhuzh I'm feeling about this next story. Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez's kids want them to work things out. Now, y'all, JLo and A-Rod broke up over the weekend. It did not overshadow the Grammys. I'm not sure that was the intent. Let me stop. It did not overshadow the Grammys, and then they put out the report that they were not broken up and that they were just going through some things. What do you guys think? I think that they really broke up, but because it did not get the attention, maybe, that they wanted, that they were like, well, never mind. But according to this report, it seems as though the kids are the ones keeping A-Rod and JLo together. Now, this is what a source that spoke to Entertainment Tonight says. JLo and A-Rod are still engaged, but like all couples experience, they're having some difficulties. Now, you guys, that's true. The source goes on to say they had been going to therapy last year to help sort through things in their relationship. Both JLo and A-Rod's kids definitely want them to work things out and want their parents to be happy, whatever that might entail. Their kids have grown to be so close and they are all hoping for the best. They still love each other and remain together. And just in case you guys don't know, Jennifer shares 13-year-old twins, Emmy and Max, with her ex-husband, Mark Anthony. And then A-Rod is a dad to 16-year-old daughter, Natasha, and he has a 12-year-old daughter, Ella, with his ex-wife, Cynthia. Now, once the news broke, JLo got up online and she put up this video, which I don't have, y'all, because honestly, I'm not trying to get copywritten off of Saweetie's music, but she put like this video montage and it was like, F the blogs from Sweetie's Pretty Bitch Freestyle, I think it was, which by the way, Sweetie, where's that album? We want that. She's great. But what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that they really broke up? Do you think that this is for news? Or are they just that on again, off again couple and it just so happens that they're famous and that's why we know? Tasha is saying, I can believe that the kids are very close and want them together. Mr. Makeshift is saying she's been through hurt before. And JLo's been through a lot. I almost said something real shady, but we're going to leave it. Wesley is saying, let's be real. JLo's best relationship was with Pitbull. On the floor, Live It Up, etc. They gave us a couple of bops. Wesley, I'm going to tell you something right now, and everybody. If my mom were watching or if she were hearing this one right now, she would be agreeing with you because my mom loves her some Pitbull and she loved when JLo put on a sparkly cha-cha dress and started shaking her ass with Pitbull. And you're absolutely right. JLo and Pitbull has some hits. Now, why they ain't put out all Hispanic album? Where's that? Like how Selena just put out Revelation, which real quick, we don't have no news today, y'all, but like for real, Sunlighters, what's the story with Revelation? Why are they not promoting this? Because Selena slid on every track, and I just don't understand. Like I see her in Rolling Stone, right? I see her in the publications, and I know she's filming the goddamn TV show. I know she is, but why isn't the team like shoving it down our throats? Like what's going on with that? I don't know, just something to think about. You ain't got to respond, just something to think about. Good morning, Tamara. Tamara is saying, JLo can't keep a man at all. Wondering why. Now, Tamara, that's the mystery. That's the mystery. How do you guys feel? Do you think that that this is all on JLo? Or like, it's like JLo, the George Clooney types. Like once you get to what's like the age where you feel like what's the age where you feel like you should be with someone? Me personally, I think that love comes in all ages and all stages and all levels of life. But is there like an age where you look at someone, you guys, and you're like, hey, they're a great person. Why haven't they found the one yet? JLo been with Diddy, A-Rod, Ben Affleck, what's his name? Chris Lopez. Ooh, I can't believe I remember that one. Mark Anthony. I feel like I'm missing a couple. Amanda. Okay, Amanda, hit us with it, girl. Amanda said it isn't that she can't keep a man. She doesn't take shit and knows her worth and won't be disrespected, so it's messed up to say that. Well, Amanda, to be fair to both you and Tamara, I think that none of us really know what's going on in terms of the relationship, right? Because JLo and A-Rod are both of a particular age, right? So who's to say that JLo may have issues, but A-Rod may have issues as well. But for me, relationships are about who's the perfect travel companion that's going to help you unpack all of that BS when you get back to the hotel room. When it's dark at night, lights are out, who is the person that you want to roll over next to, you know? Interesting. I'll pray for them, of course. You know, good luck. Best of luck to you, JLo and A-Rod. But shout out to the kids, because it sucks for them. If this is something that's affecting the kids, then I feel bad for them. Meh. Tegan is saying, I love JLo, but she is the common denominator. Y'all a mess. Mr. Makeshift is saying, A-Rod just went to be with her, so they're saying it's all rumors, but we'll just have to see about that. And just to put it out there, not saying that it will happen, but don't be surprised if they wait for a moment where absolutely nothing is going on in the news to announce that they're officially splitting. Not saying they will, but if it does happen, that's the way that it probably will. They probably will wait for nothing to be going on in the news. Kim will have taken a day off. Chloe will, stop kissing Tristan publicly, and it'll be fine. Watch. That's what's going to happen. Now, something that I love is Nick Jonas. And I don't know if you know, but he just dropped an album. And I don't know if you know, but he also dropped a deluxe edition of his album, and it is very, very, very good. And it actually features the Jonas Brothers! He's been serving us Can't Stop, Won't Stop with this new era to me. After he dropped his amazing album, Spaceman, Nick Jonas surprise dropped the deluxe edition with the extra songs, including Selfish featuring his brothers of Jonas. It features both Joe and Kevin, and I mean, girl, what am I talking about? The features, they both have Joe and Kevin on a 20-minute Instagram live conversation. You remember Rooms I told y'all about? They were having basically their own version of Clubhouse on Instagram called Rooms. That's where Nick spoke about this with Joe and Kevin. Now, he says, thanks for jumping on the deluxe edition of the album. It means a lot that you guys would do that. And then it was said that the reality is that they have hundreds or close to 100 songs that they have not released, which at some point they're going to release as a group. And Nick was saying, you guys were kind enough to allow me to put this on the deluxe edition of the album, the most important version of the album. And then Kevin says, I think it's the appropriate song to put on there because it's non-selfish in a way and awesome. It's the opposite, so it's ironic. I don't know, you guys. I feel like Nick Jonas is still very underrated to me as a solo artist, and I'm not really sure why people don't pay attention to him. I think that he does great adult contemporary pop music. I think that his visuals are great. I mean, what is it about Nick Jonas that isn't like #1 material for y'all, if you feel that way? Because I feel like he's #1 material. And for whatever reason, he's not rising to the occasion. I don't know. Corinna is saying, I have to hear that. I like Spaceman. Nick Jonas is a little snack. Please don't get me started. I love Nick Jonas. That is an attractive man. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, he is. I see you, Amanda. Hey, Amanda. Amanda is sending a super sticker and reminding us all to like the video, especially if you love Nick Jonas. If you love Nick Jonas, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. We love all things pop culture, and we would love to have you as part of the Revolution Detective Agency. Thank you for the reminder, Amanda. But stop sleeping on Nick Jonas. I feel like a lot of people don't know about the Spaceman album. Please listen to it. I think that if you really have been affected by the quarantine, by the palindrome that is COVID, listen, the song itself, Spaceman, is just about being detached from everything. This is a man that missed his goddamn wife, y'all. And it just feels disconnected, and you're out there in space and you're trying to get home. Yeah, I'm a spaceman. Great song. Give Nick Jonas the chance. Katie, you better stop. Katie said, plot twist, he's my baby daddy. Y'all are best. Shout out to Sandra D. Hey, Sandra. Sandra is saying Nick is great, underrated. I agree. He makes great music. Give him the listen. Queen Bee the Diva saying he's the cutest of them all. Now, you ain't never lied. You ain't never, ever, ever lied. Okay, you guys. Are y'all ready to dance? If y'all are ready to dance, please put some flame emojis in the chat. Pretty please. If you're ready to dance, maybe you're a cha-cha kind of girl, maybe you're a Zumba. I don't know what kind of Zumba that was. I feel like my best friend and his mom do Zumba a lot, and that's like kind of the move I always see. If you're ready to dance, put some fire emojis in the chat. Shout out to George. George said, just found you and your channel and subscribed. Love your personality. George, well, thank you. Thank you for being here with us today. Everyone show George some love after you've placed your flame emojis. Thank you for joining us today, George. You look great. And everyone, yeah, welcome George on in. Please. Oh, I see them flame emojis. Oh, y'all getting it ready. I see you, C Steel. I ain't even gonna say nothing, but shout out to that Raya movie on Disney. Raya the Last Dragon, is that what it's called, y'all? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And also I want to say, even if you're not her, C Steele. Shout out to Cassie Steele, who should have been in that film. Okay, now, if y'all are ready to dance, because y'all don't put some flame emojis in the chat. Oh my God, this is so fun. I can't wait to announce this moment that we're about to dance with. Demi Lovato is here! She has announced her new album, and it's called Dancing with the Devil, The Art of Starting Over. Who's excited? Who's ready? I know y'all asses is ready to dance again. It looks like Demi Lovato is officially coming. She took to Clubhouse to announce the title of her new album and the release date. Dancing with the Devil, ... The Art of Starting Over will be released on April 2nd. Now, she explained that the original title was just The Art of Starting Over. But then she decided to give it a double title to reflect the importance of her upcoming documentary, Dancing with the Devil. Now, Demi said, if you listen to it track by track, if you follow the track listing, it's kind of actually like the non-official soundtrack to the documentary, because it really does follow my life over the past couple of years. When we went through the track listing and kind of mapped out how it kind of coincided with my life story, it made sense to add the more emotional stuff in the beginning and then transition into the art of starting over. Now, I got y'all on that one. I know I did. Y'all should have known I was coming with some mess. What do y'all think of, before we get into the rest, what do y'all think of the cover? Let's put her back up. Mustafa is saying, we don't care, girl. That is you. You don't care, because there are a lot of people that actually do care. And that's just the tea. What do y'all think of this cover? I very much was getting Casey Musgraves vibes from it. But you know what? I think that is not only because she has the long, dark hair, but I also think it's because at this point, maybe just a little bit, we're a little used to seeing Demi with the shorter hair. I thought that that's what the cover was going to look like a short hair Demi, like a rebirth. But obviously she took this cover photo beforehand. I think that the cover itself aesthetically is giving me psychedelic. It's giving me, I don't know. It's giving me like 70s a little bit, right? I'm dead. Tamara is saying, I take my flames back. Y'all a mess. Kat is saying her cover art is pretty, and I agree. I do think that she looks beautiful on the cover. I think that I think I should tell y'all what Demi described the album as sounding like, right? Let's do that so we can give y'all the tea. Now, Demi described the album as a mashup of genres, including country, R&B, and 90s pop. She also revealed that the album will contain 19 tracks with 3 bonus songs, and she also teased 3 collaborations on the record, which I think it's safe to assume that one of the collaborations is probably Ariana Grande, right? Now, speaking of Ariana Grande, I did think it also was interesting, and I just want to recommunicate this to y'all. Her scooter situation, right? So I spoke to y'all recently about, oh wait, y'all said, hold on, country. Tatiana. Y'all are silly, stop it. Let me start reading the chat, because y'all are hilarious. Okay, I'm clicking away from y'all. Y'all a mess. What's interesting about Ariana, I told y'all that they were doing the duet or the background vocals on Demi's song. They posted on each other's stories. And one of the comments, and this is not a read, it's not a drag, but I want to bring it to the forefront. One of the comments was saying that they were not interested in Demi's music or the fact that Ariana was on the song because it's Scooter using Ariana for Demi's success. Now, Scooter is the bad guy, right? I just want to explain to y'all that Demi said Ariana is the one that made the call to Scooter and said, we need to help her. We need to protect her, I think was the quote. We need to protect her. So if Ariana is the one that put Scooter in Demi's life, is it a bad thing that Ariana is being used to help raise Demi Lovato's career if they're on the same side? I just wanted to make that clear for y'all, right? Like there's like, I know everyone is like, oh my God, Scooter is bad. Like not disagreeing, but like, oh my God, Scooter's bad and Ariana is trapped and this, that, and the third. And they're using Ariana and she's a prisoner and this, that, and the third. Y'all, Ariana's the one that, if I had my phone to pick up, my phone's a script, I would say she's the one that picked up the phone and said, Scooter, Are you praying? Because you need to end the prayer and come and save Demi because she's going through it. You get what I'm saying? I just wanted to put that out there so the information is out there that Scooter didn't like rope his way into Demi's life. She needed help with her career, obviously, because y'all say in the comments that Demi hasn't sold and blah, 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 X amount of years or whatever. But now she has the person that y'all know, celebrities love him, put in place so that her career can have a rebirth, the art of starting over, if you will. Interesting. Kat is saying how I felt. Kat is saying I thought she was trying to go punk, and I agree. I thought that that's the direction that Demi would go, especially with her recent collabs, and I felt like there would be like an MGK collab on the album, which, I mean, there are 3 collaborators on it, and maybe if there are elements of pop punk on it, she just didn't say it. 19 songs, there's a lot of room for a lot of different sounds. Interesting. Bad Boy is saying Ariana from 2013 wants to collab with Demi, and I agree. And what easier way for Ariana to collab with Demi than getting Demi on her team? I just think that Christina is saying no. She saw Taylor's success, so she might try to do country collabs. Was Evermore and Folklore country records? When was the last time Taylor put out a country record? Taylor put out a country record like 50,000 years. When was the last time Taylor put out a country record? I mean, is Taylor the only country artist that Demi has ever heard of? I'm just trying to make sense of what y'all are saying. And also, Emily, y'all know she's from Texas. Like, not trying to drag y'all, but like, there is information out there. Mustafa saying Ariana has the trap vibes, ? Selena has the whisper sound, and Miley is Miley. What is Demi's vibe? Demi's vibe is powerhouse vocals. That is very simple. Tegan is saying that makes sense now about the album cover. Rebirth, Phoenix rising in that area. Yeah, it's very interesting. I just wanted to put kind of as much information out there as possible because I know that people will, I try to do things, even if I'm not a fan of how the person acts outside of the music, I do usually try to give the music a chance. So I just want to make sure the information is out there so that y'all know that like, this isn't like some plot to like set up Ariana and Ariana's like not held up in the glass tower. Like she wants to do this. She called Scooter herself. Scooter also was on the Clubhouse call. Like they all agreed that Ariana was the one that made sure Demi was in place to be with Scooter. So Demi's not copying. Demi's not stealing. She's not using our faves. They want to work with her. So I just want to say. And Wesley is saying, in 2 weeks after Justin releases the Justice. Exactly. Selena was able to put her stuff out. Revelation, and now we have Justin coming out, and now we have Demi coming out. And let's keep it real with Justin coming out. Whatever Justice is and however we feel about it, no matter what, Scooter will be able to like promote Demi off of the rise of Justice. You know what I mean? Off of the impact, the clout, what have you. So, I mean, for Demi, it's perfect. Because if Demi, I think, were to just drop an album out of nowhere, we would kind of be like, huh, what? But I think if Justin is putting out Justice and Demi thanks Justin and then Justin reposts on his story, check out Demi's album when it's out, like it all feeds into each other. No matter how you feel about Scooter or Justin or Haley, Justin, Ariana, and Demi are all on the same side. So in a business sense. So it all would work. Hey, if 6 weeks after Demi put out something, Ariana dropped something, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Lord. What y'all talking about? Tegan is saying, did this happen before an album from Selena, then JB, then Demi? Why do I think this? Oh, are you asking if like Selena put out her album, then Justin, then Demi? Yes. It would definitely be a mess if Justin's album and Selena's Revelation and Demi's all came out. Imagine if that all came out the same week or like within a week of each other. I think that there needs to be a little bit of the break. But since we've already mentioned him, shout out to you guys. Y'all seen this? Y'all seen this? Because Justin said, girl, we ready to dance. Justin tweeted out this photo off of the set of his new music video, Peaches. Now we know Justice is coming out very, very, very soon, and it appears as though Peaches will be dropping. The reason why I wanted to show y'all this is because I want to ask y'all, what do we think? Is Justin about to make us dance? I know one of y'all can go back and pull the clip of me saying, I just want Justin. I think I said something like, I just want Justin to like stand up on a platform or a light box or a dance floor or something and just have the lights going and just dance. Can I put the picture back up? Don't it look like the lights are about to be going and maybe he might give us about a 6 out of 10 moonwalk across the floor? Like, it's giving me just a music video. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want a story. I don't want you to be shot. I don't want you skydiving to save a kidney patient. Like, I just want Justin to, shimmy from left to right, have 3 cute video girls, rubbing on his body, and that's it. What do y'all think? Are you feeling like Peaches could be the not savior single from Justice? Melissa is saying, why does this remind me of the Big Brother set? Girl, you gotta expect the unexpected when it comes to Miss Big Brother. Ooh, that's my show. Amanda is saying, looks like he's going for a Magic Mike dance. Mr. Makeshift is saying, no, he's about to pull a Austin Mahone. Or did Austin Mahone pull a Justin Bieber? That's actually the question. Patricia is saying, or he's bowling in the ATL. Actually, Patricia, the Believers found out. Let me put the picture back up. The Believers found out that Justin, what he's wearing, I know it's very small, y'all can't see, but if you zoom in, what Justin is wearing is actually an outfit that he was wearing when he was in Paris. I told you guys that Justin was filming some music video on a rooftop in Paris, and it also appears as though he shot some stuff inside. So I don't know, you guys. I'm still very skeptical about Justice and what it's going to sound like because the collaborators some of them are giving me the impression that Justin is really going to try to make this R&B record. And I kind of hope not. But maybe he's just going to make us dance. And I feel like that's Justin's strength. Make us dance, boy. What do you guys think? Will you guys give Justice, I know the answer, a listen? Kat is saying no beautiful dances around him because Hailey Bieber is in charge of casting. Kat, listen, you might not even be wrong, to be honest. I think y'all would be, I would prefer the 3 dancers than Hailey, just Hailey and Hailey only. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Emily is saying teamwork, LMFAO. I'm so curious to see how this is going to sound. It's either going to be really good, y'all, or it's going to be very, very, very confusing. But either way, I'm going to be right here to tell y'all exactly how it sounds. And with that, you guys, I'm going to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for joining me today. Congrats to Katie. Congrats to everyone that had something to celebrate or something positive to bring to the show today. I love you. Make sure that you follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Me and my best friend Felicia have a podcast called Over Here in the Pantry. Newest episode down in the description box below. So check that out if you need another dose of me, y'all. But until next time, you guys, don't you forget that the world keeps spinning and so shall you. And wash your hands, mask up, and peace in the Middle East. Mwah!